Are you feeling lucky? Well, St. Patrick's Day is known for greenery, and you can bring a little luck of the Irish into your home with a leprechaun garden.
Garden guy Dale Kay joins us in studio to help us walk us through the steps. We've got our gloves on. We're ready to work, Dale.
Right. You know, I'm feeling lucky today too. I was at Starbucks this morning, just down the road here. And Ashley, she remembered my name. She remembered my order. I'm just like,
oh, wow.
That's kind of lucky.
Yeah.
That is lucky.
It's kind of lucky. And I'm lucky too because, obviously St. Patrick's Day, very easy to be green when you got all these wonderful green plants. Some go together better than others. So we'll put together some container gardens. But it's really essentially a container garden that you can put together and maybe incorporate into your home, maybe incorporate into your St. Patrick's Day celebrations as well. So I have 3 different gardens. And a little disclaimer, there is not one drop, not an ounce, not a drip of Irish
Nothing in there.
in me at all. So I'm all self-taught. So don't worry, if you're not Irish either, it's okay. So Kelly, you got the blooming garden, a bunch of different kind of blooming plants that are quite seasonal at this time of year. And I've kind of gone with some, traditional Irish colors, gold, whites, and of course greens as well, along with a nice green ceramic pot. In the middle here is what I call my little leprechaun garden, and it's really just miniature plants and maybe even just a miniature, I'll get the Guinness out of the way, I can drink that later, and maybe like a miniature pot, miniature plant. So you can do this on a very small scale too. If you remember like the fairy garden kind of craze, you can kind of do that with your little leprechaun garden as well. It's just kind of a miniature garden. And then on my side, I have a foliage garden, which are all different types of green plants, which are, synonymous not only with the joy of spring coming, but also easy to do St. Patrick's Day as well. Now, of course, with any container garden, it's really important to think about potting soil, and that's where a lot of people make their first mistake. And I've got a good quality potting soil right in the dish there. So take time, take care, do your research, and buy or purchase, or make for that matter, a good quality potting soil. It should drain really well, and that's ideal for container gardens. The next thing you want to do, of course, go to your favorite local garden shop and go ahead and bang in some plants into your shopping cart, and of course, have fun with choosing your plants, because that's kind of the fun part as well. From there, it's super easy.
I'm listening. I'm just gardening and listening.
I'm actually glad you took them out of the pot. You were kind of I thought you were going to jump the gun and just plant them in the pot.
I realized I'm actually going to get into it. I'm going to garden.
There you go. So we got a good quality potting soil. We got a good container. Take the plants out of the pot, and then it's just a simple matter of arranging. And what I like to do in container gardens, I got this Birkin philodendron here. It's kind of tall. I'm going to sit that kind of towards the back.
Do you not, with the roots, kind of, spread them out a little bit? Break it up?
So if they're really root bound, you can break them up. If you're not sure if they're root bound, all the roots are kind of wrapped around the pot. If that's the case, you can definitely loosen them up and tease them. What that does is it kind of breaks them from that circle motion that they developed in the pot, and kind of helps them bust out into your potting soil. So that's you can definitely do that as well. So I got something tall in the back.
So should I put something tall in the back here?
Yeah, I would do that one.
Okay.
I'm just going to put some seasonal pussy willow in the back of my container as well.
We'll call this the back.
There we go. Then.
And how deep again, for people that may not be familiar with?
So I just plant them just kind of right up to the same depth that they are in the pot there right now. So you don't have to bury them too deep. And if you've got a good quality potting soil, you can usually just push the plant in just like that. There's the oxalis. And I actually love these. I love these little plants. These are maidenhair ferns. Really,
I love those. Super
dainty and super green. And even if you're not Irish, just a little garden like this really helps you think spring.
How many individual plants? I mean, obviously it depends on the size of the container, but like 3 to 5?
Like you have about an 8-inch container there, so that would be about 3 plants. Is really good. What I like to do is save some room for some Spanish moss, or you can even, I call it Irish moss at this time of year. There you go. You save a little bit of room for some moss. Down here, there's all sorts of little bits of moss and stones that you can also buy from your favorite local garden shop, and you can almost make just a wonderful little kind of garden. So I'm going to leave some room in the front of mine. I've only got 2 pots. Actually, I need 3 because odd numbers are really good.
I really miss kind of digging around in the dirt.
I know.
So
I'm enjoying this.
So do I. We're like a kindred spirit. It's like I'm just like itching, literally itching. I lay away in bed, almost like itching. My fingers are itching to get out into the garden.
They have a
So,
cream for that, Dale.
What's that? They have a cream.
You might want to see someone about that.
That's not nice. It's not nice. No, don't worry. Spring will be here soon. There we go.
I know, it'll be
Allegedly.
next week.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Monday, right? First day of spring, Monday. Okay. So there we go. So we got these wonderful little gardens. You can put some moss
This is
around them.
pathetic.
And no, it actually looks
okay?
really good.
All right.
And don't forget to incorporate it into your celebrations tomorrow.
Okay, look at this funny little guy.
Yeah, he's
Oh my
collapsible.
gosh.
Does he pop up? Kind of. Okay. Oh, thanks, Dale.
Bring that home, Kelly.
My kids.
Now you're making him itchy
A little
too.
bit of a fear of leprechauns. Long story short.